Yo, what's up, guys? It is Patrick Hammett coming at you again. It is May 12th, 9 p.m., and we're talking about Battlefield today, okay? Super cool game coming out this year, and I'm going to talk about why I think it's going to be set in World War II. So, you probably heard about the conspiracy, the theories about the White Horse painting that was found in the isolation room. You probably heard about the Morse code and the website that DICE created, or EA, whoever, that has a date for a reveal trailer possibly, and then within that you have JavaScript code that basically points at a May 28th date. So what the hell is going on, right? So here's something cool. I think this is going to be set in World War II because, for one, World War I was such a success for them, and now they have so much of a competitive edge. They know since World War II, Call of Duty's World War II came out, and it was just so bad, like nobody wanted to play it. Not a lot of people really liked the game. Battlefield can now come in, bring out a real World War II experience that people want, that's historically accurate. Basically, Battlefield has that upper advantage where it can actually deliver on things that Call of Duty missed out on. And that's why I think that this year's Battlefield is going to be World War II. Also, they're testing out some World War II guns in Battlefield 1. Like, the Tommy gun just came out for Battlefield 1, and yes, it was created during World War 1, but that's cool, but it's kind of interesting because is this a way for them to test the gun itself, before launching it into World War II? Like, are they going to release some more World War II guns in Battlefield 1 so that we can get ready for it? So these are things that I look at, because before Call of Duty World War II came out, in Advanced Warfare you had the STG coming out. You had some other World War II guns. I don't even remember what they brought out, but they had some coming out, and I was like, oh crap, it makes sense. Like they're releasing this. Maybe they're testing with that, and then they brought the other stuff out. But I don't know. I mean, they're different. Studios, Infinity War to Sledgehammer, so I don't know if that's a coincidence, but maybe it is. I definitely like DICE knowing their community. Like, if you go on any Battlefield game, you will get people who want Bad Company 3, you will get people who want World War II, and then some want the Civil War. I'm like, what? So if DICE wants to keep making money, they have to either release Bad Company 3 or they have to release World War II. And why is it going to be World War II? Well, if you heard the CEO's EA's earnings call, the CEO Andrew Wilson came out and he was like, the next Battlefield will build on the success of Battlefield 1, and it will dive deep into the core DNA of Battlefield as a whole. So if you think about core DNA, that's just like Call of Duty's marketing terminology for going back to the roots. So what are the roots for Battlefield? Well, the first game that ever came out for Battlefield was Battlefield 1942. That was their first game. So if they're talking about core DNA, meaning going back to the roots, then the next Battlefield definitely has to be World War II, and it's just like a no-brainer. Like, Forbes magazine even said it. It's a no-brainer for EA. They're gonna make so much bank because you have so many people who really like the way World War I, the game, worked, and it was like the attention to detail and the destruction and the grittiness, and it was just like all over the place, and it was brutal. It was a brutal game. And so, like, why wouldn't they take that a step further and make World War II, which is a much more bloodier war and just all around bad, and and just oh my gosh, you know. So imagine now them making a World War II game on top of World War One and 4K and like all those fancy ass graphics. Now that we have, you know, the Xbox Scorpio out and, you know, PS4 Pro, so why wouldn't they? It's gonna be such an epic game. I mean, and you know now. I mean, I don't know. I'm really excited. Like I hope it is World War II, and I'm pretty confident it is. And if it is, I'm definitely putting some money down for EA stock. Okay, this is another thing about me. If you've been watching my videos the last couple of weeks, I have been talking about stocks as a whole, and I'm an active investor. I've been reading and just trying to play the market and see where it goes. It's my first time trading this year, so we'll see what happens. But I think I'm making the right moves. I'm up 20% so far from what my initial investment. I'm feeling really good, but I can't get cocky. I have to, you know, just keep learning and keep reading and keep researching and learning more about the stock market. But as a whole, I definitely feel like right now EA has such a huge advantage, and I think putting some money down for EA stock right now is the best thing to do. It's so much growth. It has so much growth. I mean, if you look at their financials, you got great growth. You have just a lot of profit coming through for them, and it's a no-brainer at this point. If World War One was so successful, if they make a World War II game that kills and crushes Call of Duty's World War II, it's over, man. All those people playing Call of Duty World War II are just gonna jump into Battlefield. Watch. If that hasn't even happened already with Battlefield 1, now imagine a Battlefield World War II coming out. So that's why I think they're gonna make money, and I think you're gonna make money if you invest in EA. Also, it's going to be a year-long thing, right? Because then you have E3, and then they're probably going to showcase the game there, and it's probably going to get more hype, possibly. And then throughout the summer, maybe some beta, and then some more showcasings down the line before the game actually comes out. So it's a buy and hold. It's definitely a buy and hold, and it's cheap right now. I mean, it's not cheap. It's 133 at the time of this video, but maybe it can jump to like freaking 150, 170 a share. And if you have that kind of backup, then that's, you know, if you can buy at least like five of them, then it's huge, man. I mean, if they at least go up like 10, like World War II would be such a huge thing for them, and I see them going up in value. I definitely see them going up in value, but you know, it's still speculation at this point. I'm confident by 80%. So let me rephrase that. It sounds kind of weird. I'm 80% confident that this will be World War II, and if you know anything about Andrew Wilson, or just Patrick Sutherland, the guy who is now in charge of all the studios in EA, they won't make any mistakes like they made with Battlefront 2. So you can rest assured that this will be the game this year. This will be the game. They cannot fuck this up, because if they do, it's just like, come on, man. Like, you can't repeat the same mistakes twice, you know? They lost so much money from Battlefront 2. Why the fuck would they do this again? So I think they're gonna make us right. They're gonna do right by Battlefield World War II. It's the only way they can save themselves and make more. They can make a fuck ton of money if they do it. Okay, and I would definitely go out and buy it right away, because I'm a huge nerd for World War II games, and that's what I grew up with. And if you're over like 22 or 20, whatever, you probably grew up with World War II as well. So I can't wait, man. It's gonna be cool. All right. Those are my thoughts. Still, I thank God I cut this earlier than 10 minutes. So guys, let me know what you think. Comment, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I'll be putting a link down in the description so that you can earn a free stock through Robinhood if you haven't subscribed or signed up to that app yet. I definitely recommend it. Robinhood is a $0 zero commission trading app that you can start investing right away. Put as much as you want, as little as you want. It doesn't matter. Guys, check it out. This is the year to make money, okay? This is Patrick Hammett, And signing off now. Peace and love.